Hi there, thanks for joining me today, back in the garage again. And as you can see, we've got some popular scanners knocking about here. Today though, we're concentrating on this one, which is the KINGBOLEN K8, a cracking bit of kit. Let's get it out of the box and we'll have a quick rundown. Comes in a really nice hard plastic case. That's really lovely. Nice size, decent size screen on it. On the back, we've got magnetic dongle. Also, it's got the carry handle on the back there, so you can rest it on steering wheels when you're doing your diagnostics. On the top, we've got some connectivity on-off button. Give that a press. That looks quite familiar, doesn't it? The actual layout on this is KINGBOLEN. KINGBOLEN and Launch are very, very similar. Sister companies, and we've got down here the Launch, this is the X431, and protocols are very, very similar. It's got a nice rubberized surround on it, so if you dropped it a few times in the workshop, you're not going to cause it too much damage. Like I say, very nice. I love those features. I love this. The Bluetooth, for me, is a massive game changer. It just gives you so much more freedom with the unit to walk around and do your diagnosis at the bonnet with the engine running rather than having to sit in the car. So that's a really big bonus. Now, I often get asked questions about the scanner reviews and the videos that I've done in the past. Common sort of things that are coming up. DPF regenerations. Can they do regenerations? This one will do regenerations. It will do the ABS faults as well. I've got lots of questions about ABS faults. This will read ABS faults, and it will also show on the graphs the ABS sensors. We can show that out on the car. In the box, let's put that down there a second. We've got his bag of leads. We've got 16-pin EOBD. Also, we've got the Ethernet connector there for the DOIP connectivity. This is also CAN and Ortho-Auth. We've got a charge lead, an extension for the VCI, Ethernet, like I say, and we've got a power charger. Some vehicles, like the Land Rovers, the new Land Rovers and stuff like that, you need to use the DOIP, which is Diagnostic over Internet Protocol. You connect that up to the car's diagnostic socket. You connect the magnetic dongle into that one there, and then you'll use this lead here to connect into the Ethernet connector there. Then this one goes into the USB lead. Get it out of the packet. Which one's having a spaz? Oh, yeah, the Launch is having a meltdown. Shut up. What's wrong with it? Right, let's get rid of that. Okay. Yes, where was I? So yeah, then we connect this Ethernet lead up to that one there, and then plug that into the top, and then we just connect that to the vehicle, and then it will communicate with it. Yeah, technology is moving on, but this can cope with it. It has got the leads and everything to do with that. Let's pop that out of there a second. So yeah, it can do Auto-Auth, DOIP, and all the rest of the new technology that's coming along. Some of it has got subscriptions to the manufacturers. But like I say, this is lifetime free updates on this one, which is amazing. And that's a big game changer. That is a big game changer. Like I say, I've got all of these units here. If I was in the workshop, if I was myself and I'm looking for a new diagnostic tool, certain things I'm going to be looking for. I don't want to pay every year for a subscription. That is, you don't need to, because there are so many of these units now that are free. Free updates for life. The KINGBOLEN K8 is one of them. We've also, like I say, I've put these into a couple of piles here because this side has got free updates for life. Think Diag, free updates. Think Scan 662's got free updates. Mucar BT200, free updates. KINGBOLEN eDiag Elite, free updates. The KINGBOLEN K7, free updates. The launch, 2 years. 2 years updates. So that one's out the window to start with there, because I don't want to be paying for updates. So we don't want that one. Although it's a powerful bit of kit, it does a lot of stuff, I don't want to pay for updates. This is the X-Tool K7. This one is, again, a very powerful bit of kit. It's got 36 resets, all systems, but it's only got 3 years on it. 3 years, and then you've got to start paying. And it's, I think this worked out to about 50 quid a year in updates. So, again, that one is out the window. We've got like the 600 AD topped on, £189, but it only does 4 systems. It's not enough. We get down to the X-Tool, the A30M. Again, a powerful bit of kit, but I found that one a little bit glitchy. It was a little bit glitchy. It has got free updates and stuff, but 129 quid. And it also uses your phone. I'm not a massive fan of these dongles that Bluetooth to your phone. They're okay. They're all right, don't get me wrong. But I'd rather have the standalone units that you can hold in your hand, and you've got the rest on the back for the steering wheel. This one, the topped on RT Diag, is an absolute beast of a bit of kit. I do like this one, but it isn't free updates. You have to pay it. You get a couple of years free, and then you got to start paying. So again, I did like this. It was amazing. It still is amazing, but I don't want to pay. So that one's out the window. The CarPal, it's cheap, 41 quid, but the updates are a bit of a stinker, because after a year, you have to pay for updates on it. So as good as it was, again, it's using your phone, so it's not a standalone unit. You have to pay. So that one's out the window as well. I mean, it was 6 updates, all services, but all systems, but only 1 year. So that one's no good. That's not happening. So we're left with I want something that's going to do all systems. I don't want to do have something that just does a couple of systems. I want to look at all the systems on the car. So we are looking at stuff like, say, this K8, the K8, think Diag, the 662, it only does 4 systems, so that one's over there as well. The Mucar BT200, it's on your phone, so you know, like I say, I want the standalone unit, so we'll get rid of those as well. The eDiag, that one again is a phone unit. We are whittling it down now. Look, we've got the K7, which is Bluetooth as well. It doesn't have the magnetic thing on the back, so that's a little bit of a negative for me. This one, the K7, it's 432 quid, 31 resets. It does all systems, free updates. It's bi-directional, so it's a good, powerful bit of kit. Screen size is a little bit small compared to the K8. It's just got that bigger screen, the better feel to it. It's got the hanger on the back. What was the other? Oh, 432, and there we go. So this, so the K8 has got 42 resets. 42. You know, it's got a lot of resets on it. It's a powerful bit of kit. It'll do all systems, bi-directional, VAG guided diagnostics. Like I say, free for life. So I mean, you're getting down there. I suppose if I've been really critical of this now, £559. We have got some discount codes that I can put in the description, but it is quite expensive when you're looking at the Think Diag 379. It's only got this has got 34 resets on it, so it has got a couple more resets. It will do the ECU coding, it will do the bi-directional work, the actuators. So yeah, it's a decision you've got to make. You've got to take your choices. You know, it's so much in the market at the minute. It's not looking too bad at the minute though. Let's have a quick rundown of the menus on here, see what we've got. Got Diagnosis, which is a basic EOBD. We plug that in, it'll give you basic diagnostics. Intelligent Diagnostics, this one will take you through and it'll do a VIN scan on your car, and then it will bind it to the actual vehicle specific information. So it's OE level kind of diagnostics. Very, very, that's important. We need that. We've got the maintenance resets. Oh yeah, everything on it. 42, that's a lot. You know, there's a lot on here. We've got ABS bleeding, AdBlue resets, lighting, EGR, DPF regeneration, injector coding. Yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff. We've got tyre resizing as well. If you've changed your wheels to alley wheels and using a different size of tyre, then you can reset the wheel size of the car so that the speedometer and everything works correctly. We've got updates, obviously, so we can update all of the systems, which I've done the update, so there might be one in there or two. No, nothing in there, so I've done all those already. Does all of the vehicles. I don't need to go through them all, it covers everything. Coverage list, modules, you can add extra modules to it if you want to put an oscilloscope and stuff like that. You've got to obviously buy those, but it will accept those. Files, repair information. So we can actually go on here. We've got the list of fault codes. If you've got a fault code on, you can manually put it in and it'll tell you what it is. We've got learning materials, which is almost like a manual. So if you put your vehicle in, it'll give you like workshop manuals on some vehicles. At the minute, we've got GM and Ford in there. So if you just go into GM on there. So basically there we've got a list of all the stuff that it will tell you how to do it. If you wanted to code your radio module, it'll give you an actual run through the sequence you need to do to code that module. How to do your body control module, BCM, power window learning. So if we just click on that, I'll just give you a quick demonstration. It takes you through to a video. If you play the video, it runs down, tells you to put the ignition on, and it runs down everything you need to do as you're going through the system. Click on the body control module, what motor it is, and just work your way through the menus. Follow this guided menu through the diagnosis process, and it will complete the whatever system or whatever job you're trying to do. So it is, yeah, it's like an online learning. It's great. We've got remote assistance. If you get yourself in a bit of a pickle, if you're struggling, you can go to remote assistance and it will connect you through to KINGBOLEN's technical department, and they will give you help rectifying the problem that you've got. Settings, obviously you can adjust your language, time and all the rest of it in the settings menu. Let's get it out to the car. Let's go and plug it in. We'll try it on a couple of cars. We'll have a look and see what they can do. Right, first thing we're going to have a look at, we've got the K8, we've got the Kia Niro. Let's plug into it and see what we can get. Can we get any live readings off it? Can we get any data? Can we get it to work any actuators? So yeah, let's plug it in and see what happens. Okay, so just down here behind the fuse cover, we give that a poke. We've there got the diagnostic socket. We can pull out our VCI dongle and plug that in into there. Blue light comes on. Let's see if we can get some details. We'll pop the ignition on, just give the button a couple of presses. There we go. This is a 2025 model year as well, so it's a real test on if this can cope with new vehicles. The health report. It should run through all the systems now. There we go. And it's come out with one fault we found on there, which is on the front view camera, saying that it's obscured. It's a historical fault, so it could have been that the car was parked up to something. Let's just see if we can go into actually into that and see if we get any more information. Okay, and it's going to give us, we can go to Haynes Pro, which should give us some information. Oh no, we don't want to buy that. Oh, I want a free one. Okay, code search. There we go. Accept. Google's better than Haynes, isn't it? And it was saying on there that it can just be the sun glare that's causing that issue. If the sun is glaring onto the camera, it can't see. And we have got sun coming in at the minute, straight into the front of the car. So Google's great, isn't it? Let's go back out of that. As you can see, that it's reading all the systems on the Niro. 2025 car, hybrid, plug-in hybrid car. It's reading it, no problem at all. Let's just go into the engine control module, see if we can get some live data coming through. And it's got the hanger to put it on the steering wheel, fantastic. Engine oil temperature, air mass sensor value. Okay, there's a couple of functions. Let's have a quick look. There we are. Let me get that in a graph as well. It's coming in nicely. We've got 179 sensors we can look at there. That's loads, isn't it? So have a quick look at special functions. So we can do the engine oil reset. So if we've changed the engine oil, we can reset the service history. So keyword, we put wheel, there we go, wheel speed sensor, so we can go for those. Okay, and then if we just move the car, you can see that coming up there. And again, we could put that into a graph. I move backwards and forwards. That information's coming nice and quick. There we go, graph with all four. Let's go stick it in a BMW, see what that can do. Right, so the second car in the test for the K8 is the BMW 1 Series. This is the 118 diesel 2013, yeah, 2013 model. It's got a few issues, usual common stuff. It's got some issues with the ABS sensors on the rear. The rings are expanding and causing some issues, so it's bringing on tyre warning light, the little A symbol. Also, I think, it's got a couple of things. Let's see what this will find. I know there's some issues on it. Will this pick them out? Let's have a look. So the connector on this one is down in the kicker panel here. We just pull the tab off. We'll get the, oh, I've fallen over there. We'll get the little magnetic dongle and we'll plug that in. Yeah, blue light's on. And then we'll go for an intelligent diagnostics again. Oh, ignition's not on. 2 presses on the button. There we go, it'll probably find it now. I might have to do that again. Nope, there it is, just found it. Okay, so 2013 11D, 118 diesel, diagnosis, let's go for that one. So you can find there's a multitude of faults on this. Like I say, there's loads on it. Nothing serious, usual suspects, the ABS on the back. We've then got the brake vacuum pressure sensor on this one is playing up, which I've just replaced on the 3 Series, which it's a job I've got to do on this one. So we go 86,000 kilometres, 53,000 miles. It's not been anywhere. It's hardly done any miles, and yet we've still got issues with these corroding ABS rings. So we've got starter motor, terminal 50, some kind of issue with that. That's a new one, I've not seen that one before. Brake vacuum sensor current, we know we've got that issue. DDE message sent speed, so speed sensor, that's going to be the ABS sensors that's causing us problems on that one. We've got an issue with the headlight vertical aim, coil brake. Ooh, that's another new one. Reversing light issue, so one of the bulbs is possibly gone on the back as well. So let's have a quick look into the footwell module. Let's see if we can have a look at the reversing light. Do an actuation. Can we get onto actuating vehicle lights? And let's go for reversing lights. There we go. Well, they're both working, so we've definitely got reverse lights coming on. We'll try the brake lights. Yeah, brake lights are okay. Another great thing about the Bluetooth adapter, there's no wires on the unit restricting you. So we know we've got an ABS fault and we can do live readings from this. It's saying the right rear, but we can actually see what it's seeing. Are we getting anything, or is the sensor completely defunct? So yeah, because we've got no wires round his feet, we can take the car for a spin without having any fear of getting it wrapped around the brake pedal or anything. See the live data coming up on here and get some good results. Let's go for a drive. So you can see at the minute it's saying that we've got a puncture or a tyre pressure low warning on the dashboard. That is all down to the ABS on this car. It takes a measurement of the diameter of the rotation of the wheel, compares all 4 wheels together. When it sees one of them out of sync with the others, it thinks it's got a flat tyre. That's why it brings it on, and because the speed sensor is not working correctly, it doesn't know how fast that wheel's going, so it just puts it's got a flat tyre on. So these faults are all combined. Okay, straight away from that I can see it's given us readings on all four wheels, so the speed sensor itself hasn't worn through. It is giving us some results, which is good news, because that means I haven't got to replace the sensor. But on the other hand, it also means we've got to do a repair on it. We should be able to do a little repair on the washer maybe. So let's see what happens when I drive up the road. It's going, the DTSC thinks it's got a wheel spin, so it's holding on the traction control. The car's jerking. If I press and hold the DTC button, keep my finger on it, switches the DTC off, and we can now drive the car smoothly, but we've got no traction control in force at the minute. And you can see on the screen now the signals are all over the gaff on there. But we are getting a reading though. It's giving us a reading, which is good. Like I say, good news that. Yeah, I can see some glitches coming in. It looks more like the left one is giving us more glitches than the right one, according to that. So there we go. Not a bad bit of kit, that at all. It does everything that you'd want it to, everything that you'd expect it to. All your services, your resets, your DPF regeneration, all that kind of stuff. It works on the brand spanking new 2025 Kia Niro with no extra programming needed. So yeah, a really good, competent bit of kit. It's a real player amongst all the others. Does everything that you'd want it to. Everything you'd expect from a professional kind of machine. If this video's been of use, please drop me a little thumbs up, like, subscribe. I'll put all the links for this in the description below with any discount codes that I've got my hands on. So yeah, if you're interested, please go through the links. It always helps me out. Yeah, drop me a little thumbs up, like, subscribe, see you in another video. Thanks for watching.